What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Madden Academy. My name is Civics, and today I'm going to be going over just my thought process throughout a a gauntlet game, and yeah, kind of just what I'm thinking throughout the game, certain things like that. Here's my team. If you're interested, obviously, if you don't play MUT, you can just skip past this. But this is going to be 50 Raiders, 20 most feared. Um, yeah, we have Randy Moss 95 speed, Devontae 92, Mike Evans, Taysom Hill 89 speed. Yeah. Yeah, so on offense, I'm just gonna be using I'm just gonna be using conductor or no not conductor, QB playmaker and a gunslinger. Um and the rest of my EP is just gonna go to two spin cycles and pass protector. So that's what I'm currently doing my offensive abilities. Not sure how I feel about no conductor or not. It doesn't feel the worst, but just the difference is you have to wait for the QB to get set without conductor. So it's definitely a little slower, but it might be worth it with to have gunslinger. I don't know. I'm liking gunslinger so far, so not exactly sure yet. I have a lurk artist on my safety, pick artist on my corner, and then yeah, you'll see in this video I'm trying extra credit. I don't really think I like it, to be honest. I think I might switch back to either instant rebate or buy one get one. But yeah, what really any of those a lot of people use any of those three abilities on the D line. And yeah, so that's what I'm gonna be using on my 2D tackles. And um yeah, we're gonna have Diablo off the edge in a contain because he's 89 speed. Um so say I want to run a stunt or a contain, it would be better than a regular DN. And then James Pierce because he's really fast, 86 speed. Um on the edge. Like I said, he's not really here to shed. That's why we have Khalil Mack and LT. They're just there to either stunt or contain. And then um for my specific defense, I'm using a high press safety in the box. You'll see I show blitz and I'll have him press the wide receivers, and he does a really good job. I did, I mean, he does have an 85 press, but you also can, like I was using Isaiah Polamau with like a 76 press, so you can get really good press animations with a low press simply because the position they're getting put in this formation. So you'll see in this video, Brian Dawkins is there. Actually, not much in this video because honestly, I can't really press anything on a bunch tight end, so it's honestly kind of different. But yeah, either way, Brian Dawkins is really good in the box, and yeah, you'll see he helps do a great job at stopping the bunch tight end RPO in this video. All right, so in this game, um, gonna be starting on offense. This is, I believe, my fourth game of Gauntlet, and yes, we're gonna be starting on. I mean, not on offense. We're gonna be starting on defense. Um, Probably the most favorable position to start, in my opinion. I'd always prefer to start on defense in this game, just to get ball at half. I feel like probably one of the most important things. Um, so yeah, in this gameplay, loves this guy. You'll see I do a great job at stopping the bunch tight end RPO. You'll see this guy loves the bunch tight end RPO. Um, the first play of the game, that is what I'm expecting. So that's what I set up for. He ends up going double drags out of mesh. I thought my switch stick would be enough to maybe get a drop, but no, he's still able to cut up for a bunch of yards. So, I mean, definitely unfortunate, but sorry. So, yeah, so he comes on tight wide off, Owen trap. I definitely didn't expect that. I mean, honestly, it's a pretty good play call. That run definitely does very well against my defense. And then right here, I see when I set up the RPO defense again because he's second and short. He just ran, and then yeah, he goes with the run, breaks the tackle, but able to hold him no yards. That's probably my favorite defense against a bunch tight end RPO. And instead of showing blitz, I'll spread my linebackers instead of show blitzing my linebackers, and then I just man up that inside receiver. And yeah, so you'll see when he does run that RPO, um Deshaun Jackson is he isn't on the inside, it's Randy Moss. So right here, he goes back to double drags. I still didn't pick up on that yet. The fact that, I mean, he's only done it once, so it'd be kind of hard to pick up on. But yeah, you see, I eventually end up picking up on him running or his tell of Rainy Moss being the only person he wants to throw his RPO to. So he really doesn't run this RPO if Rainy Moss isn't there. So now I understand that. I set up for double drags. It's exactly what he runs. Get great defense, great sheds, and we're able to get a sack. Second to 17, that's huge, especially against a player like this. See, he's throwing a lot of short passes, run plays. No, right here, I'm expecting no one trap again because I did see him do it. He did do that last time. So once again, I just pinch my linebackers. Now, right there, I don't do the best job at hitting the gap, but because just with the pinch linebackers being better run defense, you'll see we're still able to make a tackle. Now I see Randy Moss is not on this side of the field or on the left on the inside receiver. So I already know I'm really expecting double drags here. He ends up going to like mesh with the streak. And yeah, we're able to switch it. He tries to force a pass. It is third and 13, tries to force it up. And we're able to make him get inaccurate and we switch stick to pick. Now, unfortunately, we are at the 1 yard line though, so we have to find a way to get out of here. I'm gonna call Y flag goal line here. I feel like it's a pretty good short down situation play. Right here, he comes out in 6-1. I wasn't yeah, I wasn't really confident in that look, so I go to doubles and you'll see I'll just block my running back and I just throw the fade over top because not only can his players not keep up with mine, the fade just does really well at beating on main coverage. Unfortunately, we overthrow it. That's just a lob. Pass led up, no free form. So definitely an unfortunate overthrow, but it's alright. Now right here, I realize he's obviously. I mean, I picked up on the fact he was in man earlier, but right here I go spacing switch because of that. You'll see his users kind of more towards the middle of the field. So yeah, I just don't think he's able to use that take route, and I was right. So you see, I'm able to get good amount of yards, about 14 yards on that play. In a great position now. We're able to play our offense pretty normally again. So yeah, we're gonna go smash return now. He actually goes to single mode, but he's not running it like how I am. He's not moving his linebackers or anything. I was show blitzing my linebackers. Yeah, you'll see he's not doing that here. I wasn't sure if he was gonna engage or what. So you see I untarget him there. He actually goes Texas, and you see I'm able to hit Taysom Hill over top. Looks like he was in a cover two shell. See, I'm just able to hit Taysom Hill right over top, and yeah. So I'm starting to pick up on what not starting to pick up, but I see he did Texas stunt that first play. So so yeah, I call empty pass pro here. If you don't know, empty pass pro actually does really well against stunt. You'll see I pick it up, perfect playmaker, my running back up, and we're able to get a huge on the run throw. Really weird camera angle there, but we're able to get the on the run pass. Um, yeah, that's what's really special about playmakers. You can turn those big plays into into I mean you could turn broken plays into big plays. Now right here I see he's doing the same look he gave me at the 1 yard line. So we just go back to spacing switch and we're able to get 7. Now one thing about spacing switch is you can't uh, yeah, one thing about spacing switch is you cannot guard it from the middle. Like you have to really fight to be able to guard it. You have to bite like very heavy to be able to guard it from like the middle of the field due to the fact it just simply runs faster. So yeah, you see we're back on defense here. Um once again, so right here I'm expecting double drags again. Um seems like what he's been liking that's what he's been liking the most. He ends up going with like a crosser deep post. And we play pretty good defense there. That's why I like to run a cover four instead of like a more aggressive like cover two is for things like that, especially against a bunch tight end. Pretty easy to just hit over top on a bunch tight end. So yeah, right here I still wasn't sure um if he just wasn't gonna throw the RPO to Deshaun Jackson or what. So I manned him up, changed my mind, put the hook, and yeah, he's able to break the tackle and cut up for a bunch of yards. Definitely, Definitely it was pretty good defense. Just unfortunately he broke the tackle. Now right here, back to tight wide off. I'm gonna assume he's just gonna run it again. So right here we're able to hit the gap, beat off, and yeah, unfortunately he breaks the hit stick, but still able to push him back 2 yards. So that's still a huge play. Um, he's back in the bunch tight end. He's always running it. Not even yeah. So he's running it to the wide side here. Seems like he likes to run the RPO to the short side. So that's why he kept doing that. And yeah. So right there, I get stuck. I was trying to move my slot DB to the outside so he can cover the corner out better. And then yeah, I ended up getting stuck off my user. So that kind of definitely messed up the play there. And yeah, you'll see right here goes back to the bunch tight end. So now this is when I'm starting to pick up on the tail, man it up. He's just able to get a really good animation. Honestly, just unlucky. Yeah, usually don't get an animation like that out of a dive tackle, so pretty unlucky. Yeah, so he's gonna go single back, fourth and short. Kind of hard to stop here. I go 2-4. I'm not really sure if I should have went 2-4 double mug here. Probably should have went to double mug, but yeah, I really didn't hit that gap the best. Honestly, expected an inside zone more than a stretch, because especially considering 2-4 is open through the middle. I just thought that that would be what he would try, but ended up going to the outside. Couldn't back out, and it just to let the clock drip. All right, so yeah, second quarter. Um, gonna come back out in single back. I just go back to 2-4. I'm not really sure if he wasn't really sure if he was gonna run or pass here. He ends up going stretch. Breaks a somewhat breaks a tackle. I mean, my Dan went for the reach, couldn't get it, but we're able to hold him to 3 yards, so we're fine with that. Um, Now right here is gonna go back to the bunch tight end. I'm just gonna keep expecting a double drags. To be honest, seems like that seems to be his favorite route combo, and there it is again. Um, yeah, unfortunately, so what happened there? My user was in a three rec instead of a hook curl, which is the base zone that linebacker gets put in. So yeah, because of that, he wasn't able to fully guard the drag. You'll see right here, it goes has Randy Moss on that side again. So I honestly was expecting the RPO. He doesn't go to the RPO. So he actually hits the Texas. Yeah, I wanted to switch stick up to the corner route. Yeah, and then he ended up getting the Texas. I really wanted my linebacker to guard the Texas, but didn't really do a great job at that. So that's all right. It's something to keep in mind next time he runs that route combo. And then there goes the Gibbs speed boost. Now, if you're using, there's a couple running backs like Jameer Gibbs, Marshawn Lynch, a couple wide receivers. By far the best though that have that speed boost you've seen him do is like Moss and Randy Moss. Really, just anyone with like a 90 change of direction does really well at that. But yeah, you'll see second and three here. I'm able to hit the gap. Now, at a single mug, you always want to stay behind like your D tackle slash D end, like in between them. You never want to just stay in the middle. You'll see every time I always back off to one of the to behind my D lineman, because you'll see I'm able to just hit the gap when I do that. Now, right there, I was expecting double drags. It was a short down situation, but he ends up hitting the seam. So pretty good pass. Honestly, I just didn't expect that. Yeah, so he ends up not scoring. I get ball back at half. 4 minutes left. You'll see we go empty pass pro again. Stunts cage, and yeah. So we went motion halfback choice. He went with the looked like he was in cover two there, which is why motion halfback choice was that route was so open. Yeah, motion halfback choice is probably the best cover two beater in my opinion. All you do is stem down R1 streak circle, and yeah, you see I'm just easily able to hit him over top for a TD right after half. All right, so he's back in the bunch tight end. No, obviously, I'm really just expecting double drags majority of the time. It seems like that's what he seems to be running the most. Now, right there, I thought my linebacker would play that. I'm not sure. I guess he just matched onto the tight end. Maybe that's why he didn't play that. I'm not really sure, but definitely expected him to play that there. Now, once I noticed he's not running that RPO, if Randy Moss is in the middle, that's when I just start showing blitz again on my linebackers. Went for the hit stick there, wasn't able to get it. Honestly, a pretty solid route combo. He was able to kind of make me choose there. So not a bad play. I'm not mad at that first down. Just want to make him work. So yeah, so right here now I'm seeing he's starting to mix in this running back Texas a lot. That's why we have this hook on B Dog. Really just to switch. I know he's not gonna play the running back Texas, but it's really just so I can switch it. You see we stem up the curl flat and moving that DB outside, you'll see he just plays the corner up perfect. Now I believe he did have the flat, but yeah, our press was able to get in there really fast, so didn't end up throwing it. So we go back, same show, move him outside, second down. I'm really gonna watch this Texas route here. And yeah, so you'll see comes out, I switch it, nothing open. Now I believe he did have that flat again. I guess he's just not looking for it. It looks like he's looking for his running back. But yeah, we're playing pretty good defense right now, making them work. Um yeah, third down now. Gonna keep doing the same thing right here. I'm really just gonna watch for the running back. If he doesn't come out in Texas, I won't switch. If he does, yeah, so you see he blocks instead. So we don't switch and we're able to get a pick. He overthrows it straight to Sauce. And yeah, we're able to get a quit. So yeah, yeah, it was pretty honestly played pretty good defense there. That's probably the best way in my opinion to stop bunch tight end. That's gonna be it for this video. If you're looking to get better at Madden, make sure to go to the Madden Academy in the description for ebooks and courses. And yeah, so you came from the YouTube. And if you're looking to get better, make sure to like, comment, which you would like to see next. And yeah, so I should be uploading the rest of this gauntlet maybe by Monday, either the rest of it or maybe just a completely different gauntlet. I'm not sure yet. Just gonna see how the games go, but yeah.